We are here to talk about this. The Powershot Zoom Compact Telephoto Monocular. Am I the only one that can't say that? Monocular. This is what we're talking about right here. What am I looking at? The Powershot Zoom Compact Telephoto Monocular. What? What is going on? Canon, is this something that we need? So I'm curious if I'm missing something. Maybe there's a need for some of this out there somewhere. You can see by these photos. Doesn't this look like one of those vape things? Isn't that weird? Like, okay, so here's the other thing. So if you're noticing, I guess it's for like zooming in and bird watching. That's kind of how they're marketing this. Look at that viewfinder right there. You think that's gonna get cruddy and dirty pushed up against your cruddy eye, right? These are the buttons and controls. You can snap some photos, adjust the focus there. There's a lot to really take in here. So this is the little trailer preview, and I have it muted because it has some crazy thumping music. But they're showing how this thing works. And maybe, you know, I like to be positive. It's 2020. Why would I want to get this? It costs $300, by the way. So here's this guy. He's out in the woods. And I saw this earlier, and I could not stop laughing. So he's up there. He's like, whoa, look at this view. 1080p. He snaps a photo, sends it to his phone, which looks like a brand new iPhone or some sort of newer phone, and then texts it to somebody. Wouldn't you just take the photo with your phone in 4K? I don't know what it is in photo mode, but like, it could be way bigger than 1080. And then now she's looking at it. They're out in the wilderness looking at photos that this thing captured. So they got it. Now this kind of makes sense. You know, some of these sporting events, you get the bad seats. Okay, that kind of is cool. They're zooming in, they're holding it. Okay, I can kind of get that. How much of the game do you want to watch like that? But it looks like he's snapping shots. And maybe in certain areas, this could be really popular. I don't know, like in different regions and stuff, if like sporting events and being there. There it is, you can watch it right on your phone. There's one major thing if you haven't noticed. Have you noticed it yet? Take a look, watch the rest of this video. There's some different zooms. It's a digital zoom, pretty powerful. And it's pretty clear. I'm impressed with the with the stability. So here's our guy, and this is what I was asking if you noticed anything or not. And that would be the fact that nobody in any of the videos were wearing glasses. There's like, how's this camera gonna work? There's a lot of people that I know that wear glasses. Are they gonna, I guess you just tilt it up and then you're like looking through this thing? Is that kind of the idea with this? But like, what about glasses, right? You can stay up till 1 in the morning talking about this, but bird watching. Now that makes sense. If you gotta zoom in on birds, are these the birds? Wait, was that the camera zoomed? Oh no, they're the ones shooting it. So no one's spying on them, zooming in on them, walking up the street there. All right, so let's just jump right to the specs. So here's some of the features, and you know, we can see it here. Here's the optical, I'll say. So it goes to 400mm optical. So we're shooting at, it looks like frame rate will do 24 frames. So I guess you could, I mean, if you wanted to be the film look for 24 frames, you got it right here. Okay, let's go down. How long is the battery life? Video range, it's 1080. I don't know, maybe, you know, comparing it to other systems that can zoom in that far, obviously the zoom, which is the name of it, is the main feature. Let's look at this power supply. Charging time, 1 hour and 50 minutes. Recording time, you get about 1 hour and 10 minutes on a full charged battery. Never even thought of that. It's got a built-in battery. It's got a built-in battery. Guys, what is going on here? Leading up to this, when I was going over some of the images and getting everything ready, I never even thought about the built-in battery, which a lot of companies are moving in that direction, which it is what it is, I guess. A pain, in my opinion, especially for something like this, because it's so unique that if you are out in the woods, like you're out in the wilderness, you're downloading stuff off of onto your phone, wouldn't you want to be able to swap out batteries because you're out in the wilderness, you're bird watching. And this is what I was thinking, like, you know, like to be constructive criticism here. Kind of makes sense. Boom. We put a handle on it. Now we got some retro action, right? Like, give me like some sort of mount up here. What if I want to have like a mic? Maybe this isn't what this is for, obviously. But like, wouldn't that kind of make sense? Have something up there? Or, I don't know, give me something here at the eyepiece. So this is the Canon Ivy. And this was a Kickstarter project Canon pushed out and it got funded. I was going to order one just as like a fun joke and just, but it doesn't make any sense. Now this image is just for the front, and this is what's so unique about this. This just came out, I think it was last year. If we look at this, this was a camera I remember from when I was a kid. It uses film for photography, and it was like the small, it used 110 film. And you could actually, I think this one you could order, you could get it through a cereal box. You send in some UPC symbols, but you flip that little viewfinder up and look through it. And even as a kid, I remember thinking, this is like the 80s. I'm looking through that and I'm thinking, this is so generic, right? Meanwhile, Canon pops up with that. So yeah, I don't know what direction. I'm really curious if you guys have any thoughts on this. You know, I'm always interested in newer things. Like this honestly looks like, that looks like some kind of ionizer for like diffusing essential oils right there, sitting right there, doesn't it? I don't know. It is just so wild that this is like this. The Powershot Zoom Compact Telephoto Monocular. Why is that such a hard word for me to say?